Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and Complex IT. I am Shikhar. In this video, I'll show you guys how to create animated architecture diagrams using Microsoft's PowerPoint. And in my previous video, I showed you guys how to create animated diagrams using Draw.io. If you guys missed it, please watch that video. I'll ping the link within the description itself. Yep, for this context, I'll be using a simple CI/CD execution flow, and I would be using Microsoft PowerPoint as I already said for the designing in this particular exercise. And I have used icons 8 for downloading and creating icons, which I used in my PPT. I'll show you that in a minute. And the diagrams would be, exported as a GIF format from PowerPoint itself. This would be the output from this exercise, right? You can see the flow is moving this way, right? It's a GIF. So before wasting much time, let's jump on the actual implementation. So this is the diagram, flow diagram, which I would be talking about. So it is a basic diagram where I am trying to demonstrate that the developers are creating code, writing code, and they push the code into the code repository. Let's say PR has been merged to code repositories, whether it's GitHub, GitLab, or other code repos. Then it will go for a static code analysis, and if it fails there, a Slack notification would go, and if it's passed, it will trigger build on, let's say, Jenkins. Here we can take an example of GitHub Access and all, but yeah, for this particular exercise I'll be taking an example of Jenkins. So, and within Jenkins there would the pipeline would try to run some tests, some scans, like unit tests, integration tests, security tests, performance, any other test which you want to run, right? If it goes fail, again Slack notification will go. Else, on successful code analysis, the build will trigger, and the Docker images would be built and would be stored somewhere in container registry. I would say any ECR, Docker Hub, or JFrog, or any other container registry, Docker image registry, right? And once that's stored over the registry, Jenkins will, start the deployment over some cloud infrastructure, be it AWS or GKE or some other. And within that Kubernetes cluster, there would be multiple Docker containers running for our application. Within this whole process, if at some point, if the build fails, we would be, sending the notification onto Slack. And in case of success also, we would be sending a success message. So that's a simple, flow of CI/CD. So yeah, I would be taking this example for creating animations and all. Yep. So for doing animation, for creating, or embedding animations into our diagram using PowerPoint, what we can do, we can simply, copy this particular slide, or I would say duplicate slide, right? So that's there. Developer would be sending code or PRs into code repository. So for that, let's say I am inserting a shape like this, right? So we can take this and let's color this, let's say yellow here, right? Like this. So Control C, I just click Control C for copying and then Control V for pasting. Let's have some dots, right? So, and again, I am duplicating it, the second one slide, right? So in this, I am saying that yeah, flow is moving a bit forward. Let's say here, and just pick it up and move further using arrow keys or mouse, whatsoever feasible for you, right? So these transition for this, and I'm again duplicating for, and in this slide I'll do what, I'll just copy and pasting this thing and putting it over here, deleting from there, and I would say let's move it right here. So in slide number 2 and 3, the transition is being happening between code development and code repositories. And the next step is after PR merged code repositories to static code analysis, right? So another doing this, let's move this over here somewhere, right? And move this over here, right? So another transition is being made between PR merge and static code analysis. The other one is static code analysis to notify on Slack. So let's move this. Yeah. So I was using a shape. You can take any shape, or just for example, I'm going to take some icon. Let's say a message icon, right? So what I did, I went into insert. I clicked on icons. So, right. In here, I will search for message. Let's take this particular example, right? Yep. So it's here. Let's resize it, right? And let's color this thing red in case of error. Let's say it's red, right? Because in case of failure, a select message will go like this. And let's duplicate this again to move the flow a little further. Let's say here for animation. We are doing this for animation, right? For creating animation. I'll show you in a minute that how it will look. Yep. So between this and this, message is flowing, right? This is just an example. You can take any icon, any shape from here, or any image from your desktop, from cloud or somewhere, right? You can even search for some pictures as well, right? So if I go here and go on online images, you can see multiple images here also. So you can take anything which you want, right? So it's depending on your scenario, your choice, right? So I'm just giving examples here, right? And after this, let's control C, control V are duplicating a slide. Let's delete these because the flow will go from code wrapper to app build process, right? So again, let's pick a shape, the same one here, right? Fill it with yellow like we did above. Okay, and another copy for here. Let's duplicate this particular slide. Let's pull it over here. Let's pull this particular thing over here, right? So that's a repetitive process, right? You can go on and on and on and on. So that's not a big issue, right? If I just show you that how it is going, like code development to code repository to static code analysis, static code analysis to some notification onto Slack. After merging, it will trigger a build onto Jenkins. Jenkins will start the pipeline from code analysis point It will send the report of analysis to Jenkins. Then on success, it will start building the Docker images. Once the image build process completed, it will start those images as Docker container onto Kubernetes cluster. In case of success, the message would be dropped onto notification onto Slack team as notification. So that is my whole flow, right? So that's there. Now, how it will flow automatically. So for this, we will use this transition within PPT, right? So we will select the slide, we will click on transition, and we will select this morph effect, right? And 0.10. Keep it, the duration could be a large duration or short duration depending on the animation effect you want. Suppose you want to, move the dots or images or icons move faster, the duration will be lower. And if you want them to, animation to be float little low, slow, then the duration would be, fast. So I'm putting it here at 0.10 seconds, right? And doing the same thing again, or if you want to stop doing for every slide, you can simply go and click apply to all. It will apply the transition for every slide. You can see this star here. Star denotes the transition is applied for this particular slide, right? So on every slide I can see the transition has been applied. If you want to preview this thing, you can simply go here, this preview button. See, the transition is flowing, right? So now the animation diagram has been prepared. Now, if you want to export it, how would you do that? So for this, I'll go to this file icon. Within that, I can see this export button, right? I will click on this export. And here, for a GIF export, to create an animated GIF for GIF export, here I am seeing a drop down for selecting, the quality of GIF, whether it would be extra large, large, medium, small, what. So let's keep it large, right? And on each slide, how much time you want, let's pick it 0.10, like we did while creating transition, right? So keep it same, and then just click create GIF. It will ask for a location, so I'm gonna put desktop, and next name it Jenkins CICD. Save. It will take few seconds. Yep, it's being done. Let's go to my desktop and see. Yeah, it's over here, Jenkins CICD. Yeah, right. This is flowing animation. You can pick any shape. I am again repeating. You can pick any shape. It's not important to pick, yellow dots always, right? It's depending on you, your choice. And you can pick any icon. You can pick any shape out of it, right? And you can create beautiful interactive animated engineering diagram and show it to your team members, right? So yeah, this was all as part of this video. Thanks all for watching. We'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye.